like a, I don't know how to describe. How do you describe this hand action of
a flourish?
Yeah.
It was a flourish.
Like, here's today's winning prize.
It's what in the gay community they call garage dooring.
Is that a real thing?
Probably not in the gay community, but that's definitely what they call it.
All right. Well, I just garage doored.
Are we on?
Yeah, man. We've been on. That was my signal to go.
You had the little.
Oh. It's a new flourish. It's a new day. Good morning, people kind. Welcome back to Fresh, Slick, and Mick. This is episode 22, like how old Aaliyah was when she died. Why was that what came to mind? Who the fuck knows, but it's true. Anyway, how y'all doing?
What the fuck?
I don't know. It just came in my head, dude.
I don't know what to even... I'm doing okay. Today was okay. Today was good.
Okay.
I had that orientation for that Midnight's job.
Yeah, right.
That was... I mean, it was just Wimmis again for like the 18,000th time.
How many times have you done Wimmis?
It's like, yo, no, man, danger. Don't drink it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like, God, it's so easy.
Unless you want to end all this, which drink it.
Yeah. So, I mean, today was all right. I'm doing okay.
Good shit. Mickey, how you doing, bud?
Not too bad. School, and then got my shift covered. Boom, boom, boom.
Wow, good for you doing everyday life stuff.
Yes. It's all right.
Performing like an adult. Good shit.
No, not bad. Honestly, I was actually quite excited to do today's podcast. So
this one's your baby, man. So you're gonna.
He does look pretty giddy, eh?
My baby.
Pretty what?
Giddy.
Yeah, like giddy up, like draw.
Oh, I gotta say more like
like draw. Who's faster?
Yeah, you basically look like you're about to walk into the fucking OK Corral and start shooting.
Yeah, the hair.
That's what.
The haircut. You look like you should be in an old Western flick. Oh yeah. You're sick. Oh my fucking trucks.
Sorry.
Fuck you.
Sorry about your penis.
Jesus, it's. Wait, I'm not even gonna say. We're on a residential fucking street.
Oh, people always zoom through here, man.
I know, and they're always driving 1500s.
Someone needs. Oh.
What, Chrysler 300s? Mid-2000s BMWs with blacked out rims?
Oh no, you're completely correct on the vehicle type.
Anyway.
Yeah. I was just saying somebody should fucking get in their head.
Yeah, I gotta leave because that totally threw off everything.
Well, another show ended early. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week, folks.
I don't know if you guys noticed this, but every episode, within the first 5 to 10 minutes, we say the show's done.
Do we?
And then talk for 2 hours.
Ah, crap.
Imagine if we actually did a real show and didn't say it was done.
What, this isn't a fucking real show?
Okay.
This is as real as it gets.
I think we hit Mickey's switch right there. His eye shifted from like angel to like I'm gonna fucking shoot. These two are the first I'm gonna shoot.
When the revolution comes,
yeah,
Fresh and Slick get it first.
When the first Civil War gets here. I actually love you. I love new Mickey. That haircut and the stash, bro. Oh, I don't know. Is that old Mickey? Is it new Mickey to me?
No, he used to fuck around with it. He was like better groomed. Actually, that's the haircut you had when I first met you, but that is not the facial hair you had.
I was probably clean shaven. Let's be honest.
You probably weighed more. What do you weigh now? 8 pounds?
Probably
on a healthy day.
Soaking wet 130.
I ate today, guys.
I ate a piece of toast.
I actually did eat twice today, so. Toast and
they're fresh.
Toast and pizza.
Toast and pizza. Okay, well, carbs anyway.
I was vegetarian.
Jesus Christ.
It's actually okay. Anyway.
Anyway,
I was just horrible health plan.
You're terrible.
Yeah.
Maybe
someone should coach you how to be better at life. That's all I know.
Who would be a good person to do that?
I don't know. No one.
Probably not in that profession, anyways.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
He'd just be like, I don't understand why you want smarter.
Yeah. He'd probably just punch you out.
Yeah. I don't want you on Mars. And then I'd be dead.
Yeah, you'd probably just confuse him just by saying hi. It's like, who the fuck is this dumb person?
Well, I guess Andy was right when he asked that question when we first started that I hated.
What?
Which one of us is Carl Pilkington?
Yeah, we knew it was you, dog.
Yeah, and I loved that fucking question.
Okay.
I didn't. I was quite upset about it.
I don't think you ever get quite upset about anything. To be honest, I think you get like mildly discouraged about things, and then
Yeah,
you're just
not
like,
since the alcoholism's been curbed.
That's true. Thank
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, you're a much better human.
Diddly dee.
Diddly dee. Potatoes.
So, speaking of making Mickey better,
Yeah.
a step I didn't take was a life coach.
Why not?
Well, one, I don't have the money, and two, I wouldn't waste it if I did.
Oh, quite a condemnation. I don't even really know about life coaches. You want to know my experience with life coaches? One time when I was working at the bad place, a lady came through the cash register and dropped a card out of her wallet, like as if these cards just fall out. She's like, "Oh, excuse me, I dropped it."
Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay. And I was like, "What's this?" And actually, Kev was beside me, and I was like, "What's this?" And she's like, "Oh, I do life coaching." I'm thinking, like, who are you to tell anyone how to live their life? You know, whatever.
Yeah,
fine.
you can't even keep your fucking cards in your wallet.
Yeah. Seriously, you don't even understand gravity. And I was like, "Can I keep this?" And of course, it's me. So I have like 12 shit-eating prank ideas in my head immediately. But she's like, "Really? Would you really use it?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I might call you." Obviously, I didn't. But she's like, "Oh, okay." And then I think I looked her up online and lost the card or whatever. But that's my complete experience with a life coach. I just remember thinking this person who just got lied to by my completely non-slick ass is going to tell people how to live life. I don't know about that. Like, you got to get past me first.
and you fail.
I'm the first boss.
And, I almost feel bad for her because I feel like, she wasn't making a lot of money, and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna call me?" Like almost at that brand, like, "Oh, I'm gonna get my life started with my life coaching."
Oh, this is a dick move on my part. I don't deny that, but I'm just saying, what the fuck is a life coach? What the fuck is a life coach?
A person who counsels and encourages clients on matters having to do with careers or personal challenges. Definition: Google. Thank you, Google.
Thanks, Google.
Okay, but what?
I can extrapolate.
Please.
CollinsDictionary.com. A coach is someone whose job involves helping people to improve their lives by doing challenging or worthwhile things. Yes, direct definition. Things.
So my mom is a life coach.
Essentially, with what your mom does, yeah.
No, not even professionally, although good point. But like,
that's where I went.
Like being a parent.
Yes, yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Parents are life
But-
coaches. I guess that's kind of true.
Well, some people don't have parents.
Now, there was a third one from Collins Dictionary that it just pretty much expanded on the first one, pretty much saying, like, instead of to do with career or personal challenges, it was job, future careers, school, love. What was the other one? Good question. Nope, I'm not going to do it.
God.
And so it just extrapolated further on the Google one. I was like, okay, why does that have to be like a life coach? I can go to any one of my professors and go, "Oh, hey, I'm having issues with this," and they'd probably have a pretty decent insight and be able to help me through it.
I feel like just because I have probably less experience than Fresh with life coaches.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
you've
I've
never
never-
had someone clumsily give you a card?
Mine was almost zero.
I didn't even. Honestly,
yeah, exactly.
until it was like, I don't know, like last year, I'd never heard of a life coach. And then I'm just like, isn't that just kind of like a guidance counselor in high school? Like, no?
Yeah, that's a good
Right?
point. That's a good point.
I mean, I don't know. I have many emotions on life coaches.
But
Mixed emotions.
okay, so when I think of a coach, I think of someone who is at least as, if not more knowledgeable than you in a particular field, right? You wanna play sports, you got coach, and the reason for the coach is calling the game and kind of in charge of things.
Sure.
But he knows it from your perspective, at least relatively, and then you work together on that.
Yeah, he went to high school and then became a coach.
That's exactly.
Jesus. But what, like life coach? That's so broad. Like,
Well, I
how does
think-
someone tell you? Oh, I know about life.
How much organized sports have you played? Seriously. Like anything?
Like nothing since I was a kid.
Okay, and like when you were a kid, how long were you in organized sports for?
up until I was a teenager.
Okay, so you have a pretty good idea of what a coach does then, yeah. I was just making
that
sure.
out of touch,
well, I
bro.
don't know, man. I don't know. Some people are. I'm just making sure. So
That's fair.
I guess to relate it from like a sports coach to a life coach, I think it's more about like the plan. Like, your coach draws up like plays or what you're gonna do.
Right.
Right. That's, I think, the only correlation there. I don't think it has anything to do with like previous experience growing up, because everybody's life's different. You know what I mean? I think it's more so to take you from that point when you visit them or talk to them, whatever way you do, on and develop a plan to get yourself out of where you're at. And I think that's how that's the line between that and like therapy, right?
Oh, because like therapy is useful?
And studied?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't really know. It hasn't really been for me, but I mean, for other people, I've seen people go to therapy and it actually affect their life.
Yeah.
But
I'll just say really quick with the research that I did the past week and a bit, there are degrees for like therapists and stuff like that, and then there are certificates for life coaches.
yeah,
So
like,
just as in the same way that you can become a personal trainer with a certificate, or you can go to school for 8 years and get a doctorate in medicine.
well,
Yeah.
the thing is though,
Sports medicine.
I'm not gonna shit on the personal trainers, because there's some actual really good personal trainers out
Oh,
there.
no, I understand that. But I mean, like, it's more just, like practically oriented? That's
Yeah.
sort of what Slick was saying.
Okay.
Is that how it works?
I think
I'm sorry, just from
No,
what
no.
I've researched, that's it. It's like, like the different websites I was on. Oh, you can sign up on this website. Who are you?
Right.
What do you have to offer me that someone else may not? Oh, you're
guess
on my
that's what I'm
website
asking.
already.
Well-
so you might as well do it here.
but I will say, okay, so therapy, and yeah, therapy, you need the degree, correct?
Mm-hmm. And licensing.
And licensing, and life coaching, you need a piece of paper from the internet, probably.
Well,
Right.
But there's a huge difference, because therapy is overcoming trauma from your past that affects you, which can affect your life 100%. I'm not saying it can't.
Well-
Life coaching is more so, like, I would assume, how to pick the goals that are attainable and how to attain them.
Small attainable goals.
Small attainable goals!
Well, yes and no. The thing is, I actually looked up somebody
You
who's
fucking life coach? Is that what you're telling
Well,
me?
this was somebody
The
who.
Pope.
Mickey, that's the scariest shit I've
The
ever heard.
Pope.
This is somebody based out of Toronto. Excuse me for the paper rattling.
Not excused.
Where she said, right on the front page, if I'm not mistaken, of her website, quote, "We won't look at your past and why you got to this place, but instead we will focus on how you can make it better by ignoring what happened and just moving forward," from what I got from that.
I mean, I don't read it like we're going to ignore what happened to you and kind of pave over it. I don't read it like that, but at the same time, those things can have a massive impact.
Absolutely.
I mean, they essentially form what you are.
Well, it's just
so
like-
if you're the kind of person who, like, let's say you're super fat and you can't get to the gym, but all that is rooted in some horrible childhood trauma, and this person's answer is just go to the gym.
Okay.
Like, what?
Well, and that's what I mean, where excuse me, you get a certificate and go, you need to be a better person. Why? Because you're going to pay me to tell you that, and I'm going to show you really loose guide steps on how to do that. But where the person who has deep-seated roots in past traumas need to have those analyzed and processed to go, oh, it's okay that I'm saying these things. And then I don't know. I've never been to fucking therapy.
Does anybody not have deep-seated roots in past traumas?
Everybody does.
I haven't
think
met the
everybody-
person who doesn't.
I think everybody
Mickey?
does.
No.
Yeah, no.
Like, who do you
But-
know that's stable and grew up in a loving home? I haven't met them.
I don't think that's what that life coach meant. I think what she or he
She.
is it she? I just assumed.
That's okay.
I didn't want to assume, but I did. What
you said she
what I
already.
think she meant, whatever, was like, they're not gonna. You know how you go and you pay your therapist and you sit there for 2 hours and you talk about your past.
Sure.
Right? That's not what they're going to do. You're going to pay these people and they're going to formulate or come up with a formula to get you out of the rut that you're in currently. I don't think that somebody who has, say, such massive trauma that they can't even get out of bed is
Sure.
going to go to a life coach before
Probably.
therapy. No. Yeah.
Well-
I think it's like the step after you go to therapy. Like you do your therapy, you're like, man, I don't feel like a giant piece of dog shit anymore every day because I've been, maybe it worked for them. And then, maybe I should get my financials better and learn how to attain my goals. Life coach.
Well, it's funny that you say that. Maybe someone should go to a therapist first, then seek a life coach. Same website, same person.
Okay.
Section to say, quote, receive expert advice from our therapists. Click here.
So now it's the dynamics completely changed.
Well, it seems
it's
like
more
they're-
than one people. Now
No,
it's a team.
But for me, that seems like it's backpedaling. We don't have full confidence in our system to the point where we think you should see a therapist first. That's kind of messed up. And for me,
No,
that
I think that's the proper steps, right? Like
so I was just going to ask this right now. Are you giving credence to
put
life
it like
coaches?
this: therapy is what's it called? I had a really good
Stupid.
thing. No, hold on. Therapy is rehab,
Okay.
and life coaching is the AA meetings.
The 12-step
Do
program.
you know what I'm saying? So it's
Interesting.
I think, I don't know, people who don't have past traumas but lack guidance might seek a life coach. Someone who has past traumas which are affecting the guidance in their life, like their own GPS in their head, they would probably go to a therapist first and then a life coach if they chose to take that route. I think that's part of the process.
That's interesting.
So here's my thing. I guess maybe, I don't know, if I'm jumping too far, please stop me. But what constitutes one to be a life coach? Like, forget the certificate, whatever. But really, when someone, because we see it all the time, people are self-professed blanks.
Yeah, right.
Right.
What would constitute one to be one?
It's like when we were talking about sommeliers. You can take a weekend course and then suddenly you know everything about 1,000 years of wine.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, this is QZ.com. This journalist dove into the world of
Dicks.
life coaches.
Dicks?
I don't know, I
and-
thought that's where he was going.
I want to go there. What?
Right off the bat, this person said that they were drawn to the idea or the peoples that are life coaches because of their, quote, bold and risky displays of vulnerability. Now, I left one word out before vulnerability. Online vulnerability. So it's a little bit of a subtopic. This person believes that there are a lot of people who are Instagram life coaches.
Ooh. I mean, I think that's...
If I'm jumping, just stop me. We can come back to this later.
No, go ahead.
So this person mentions two people. I don't know if you want me to name their at blanks, but
Yeah, sure.
at Jane Robinson. That's all it is. She has 74,000 followers. And apparently what she does is she writes poetry and sells feminist merchandise. I don't know what that means. That's all it said in the article. And I didn't look her up.
All right.
And then we have at Connie_Chapman, who has 13,000 followers. Probably shares a couple with Joan Robinson. And what she does on her Instagram is, again, not a lot of information, podcast and early morning beach workouts.
I get into that. I'll follow her.
So
I'll pay her too.
this journalist is claiming that these people are doing more than self-promoting and giving people an insight into their way of thinking, seeing, and or experiencing life. Which
Through
is
Instagram.
through Instagram,
Yeah, but that's bullshit.
which is a level of life coaching, apparently.
No, it's a level of nothing.
Now,
Yeah, that sounds like quite a bit of bullshit to me.
it was. Now, through the rest of the, it was hard to get through that article, let me tell you, because it is actually quite long. But they do make reference back and forth between the life coaches and the therapists. Like, that happens constantly with every paragraph. So they say this person has a therapist and says that a therapist-client relationship, in their case, can be very one-sided. And ends up in not knowing your therapist at all as a person. And I thought, and I got a little scared because I'm going, I'm getting drawn in. I'm kind of getting where you're coming from because you guys know me. In our episode of Stoicism of keeping eye contact and just keeping that eye contact until they look away, I'm like, hi, how's it going? It's because I need that. So I was speaking with my friend on my way to school today about that exactly, and essentially we came to the conclusion that, through our lack of, she has seen therapists in the past and I haven't, but they keep themselves at a blank slate. Because what that does is it allows a person to have a transference of emotions where they almost feel like they're talking to themselves.
Yes.
Which helps. Excuse me, I am so sorry.
That's all right.
Which helps them open up more. And I go, okay, but that's an important part for therapy because you don't. And a big part of it too is I guess I can kind of relate this with what I'm doing in school is we have like a code of conduct, a very strict one. We are licensed under I don't know what you would call it, but like a community that oversees what we do.
Yeah.
So mine is the Law Society of Ontario. Theirs is I have no fucking idea. But so you have
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I have no fucking idea. So it's a
they don't.
So it's a code of ethics. You have to have that doctor-client confidentiality, the privilege, and etc. There's no small talk. There's no, hey, how's it going? It's just it's strictly business. Now with the life coach, it's, hey, I've been there, and this is how I handled it. This is who I am and how you can relate to me. So maybe like step 2 after therapy.
Yeah,
that kind of connection.
In the process. It kind of feels like life coaching is almost like, hey, man, you want to be my friend?
Well,
yeah, but you got to pay me.
Yeah, you got to pay for a friend. Yeah, and that's kind of what I got from this person. And then...
that's basically how I got you guys to stick around anyway. I better start doing shit.
Speaking of, you owe me money. He pays me to stick around.
Yeah, no, I got it. I just didn't laugh.
Well, story of my life. I need to go see a life coach on comedy.
Yo, I'm looking at this Jane or Janae, whatever the hell, Robinson woman.
I think it's Jen...
It's NNE. I don't know what that means. Anyway.
Janne Robinson, yeah.
It says... author. I take slabs of my heart and share them with the world for a living, and I immediately hate her.
70. How many followers does she have at this point?
100,000.
Wow. So this was long enough ago, or did she somehow gained popularity from that article?
Could very well happen, yeah.
Hey, person who wrote that article, maybe write a nice article about us. They won't. It'd be very bad.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Anyway, go on.
Well, I kind of summed up my point about the
difference between the two.
Not the difference, just the interpretation almost. How
Right.
people feel about them.
I think the key to being a life coach ain't how you can perceive emotion and tell me what traumatic experiences I got to get rid of or how to cope with them. I think it's organization. I think really fucking organized people, or at least they should be really fucking organized, are life coaches. People who get shit done. Because there's so many people who don't get shit done, like me.
Yeah, but you're assuming that the only reason anybody needs a life coach is because they're unorganized.
No. I'm saying that's the biggest qualification of a life coach.
I see.
Yeah. Not because they're unorganized. I'm just saying.
Because, I mean, I know some Germans who were very organized. Mm-hmm. I probably wouldn't. I mean, they weren't exactly life coaches.
Okay, all right.
Have I gone too far?
You might. Maybe a little. No, but you know what I mean? Just a way to organize thoughts, organize moves, what to do, how to approach something. I don't know. That's the way I see it. But then again, I've been to therapy, but I've never, ever tried a life coach.
I wonder if there's something to the element of just paying someone if you listen to them more, because I have several friends who I've tried to help with diet and exercise type stuff, and they haven't listened to anything I've said, and it kind of pissed me off because I wasted my time. I don't really care about their end results. I mean, I do as their friend, but people gonna live their life. Mm-hmm. But the fact that they were like, yo, I would like your help, come do this with me. I'm like, okay,
Yeah. I'll put myself out of it for an hour just for you because I like you.
And I make that effort for them, and then they just, they're just cunts about it. I wonder if I had just charged them, if they would have been more accountable to themselves.
They probably would have been.
Maybe.
Because there's money on it.
That's the big thing.
I'm gonna start charging all my friends.
Oh my God, guys! Fresh is gonna become a life coach. I knew this was gonna fucking happen. I knew it with his gram. He's gonna be like, oh yeah, just fucking go for a bike ride.
AB
Life coach Fresh. Live fresh. Live fresh, die fresh. Eat
Live
veggies.
fresh, die fart.
You can always get a life coach, but how would you like a fresh life coach? Brand new.
Right in your butt.
Right in your butt. No, that would not be
No,
okay. You'd be a prostitute.
Yes, that's very different.
No, but I don't think you're wrong there, to be completely honest. Now, whenever you've come to me for just like supplement, I don't know, I wouldn't call it advice, just knowledge. You go, okay, and I'm going to give it a try, and you actually do it. But you're a little bit different. You're the go-getter that you want your friends to be who come to you for advice.
But my thing is that I just listen to the best evidence. And that's how I go with pretty much everything, is I listen to the best evidence I can find and make my decision based on that. So I guess it's a little different because I have the drive to base my decisions off of those things, and I don't want to go off, fucking emotion or whatever. Like, so many controversial discussions you can have in this day and age are based off people's gut reactions or what camp they're in or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to be on your fucking team anyway. I don't want to be on anybody's fucking team. So what's the best evidence? So to be a life coach, I don't know, like, how do you extrapolate that to someone's life? How do you take the world and be like, this is what you need to do?
Well, and
specifically.
And I guess that's where what Slick said earlier, where a therapist is extremely, extremely important, because you can't almost, like, as far as I'm concerned, a life coach is someone who's kind of hit the ground running and goes, oh, where do I go next? Because I got a good thing going here, but I'm not sure exactly where to take this pent up energy or success or what have you. But somebody who's going, oh my God, I can't, like you said earlier, in an extreme case, I can't get out of bed in the morning. Maybe I should go seek therapy. And to a lesser degree, I'm miserable every day. I hate my job, but I can't get out of it. What can I do? Well, I guess I'll go seek professional help, go see a therapist, and they're going to explain to me, and we're going to figure out why I'm in this position, why I can't get out of it, and how can I move forward.
I think there's levels to this shit, bro. You get that reference right there?
Yes, I get it.
Okay. But I don't know. It's
said.
Not about living your life, okay? It's not like you should live your life this way. It's more about, I think you bring, from my understanding, you bring how you want to live your life, and they get you there. They help get you there.
Okay, what is your understanding? Because I know Mickey's done a bunch of research. So where are you getting this from?
That's pretty much it. I mean, I read some shit online, and I just kind of gathered my own opinion on it.
You know what I read online? I read that you can go on Udemy. You know what Udemy is?
I've never heard of that.
What the fuck?
Like online academy, but like so you dummy, like
right,
you can
right.
You dummy?
You dummy. Yeah. Hey, Udemy. I wonder if that's what it is.
Probably.
Anyway, and you can become a life coach for $15 certified.
Wow.
That's what
Let's
I
do
found.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying that there are people. Okay, so it's going to be like everything in the fucking world. Okay, like car salesmen or whatever. There's going to be people who use it to get money, just strictly to get money. Like the BMW doctors, those doctors that don't actually give a fuck about anyone. They just want the BMW, and they had their parents pay for school, and they're really smart, so they just kind of cruise through it. But they really wanted to be an astronaut, but they can't do that, so they're just going to be a doctor because they can drive a Beamer. So you're going to have life coaches who do it just because they have that kind of, personality. Doesn't mean they're good at it, right? They're good at selling shit, salesmen, right? So they'll definitely gyp you, but I actually believe that there are good life coaches.
Sorry, you were kind of attacking.
There's good life coaches?
Yeah. Yeah. Good space life coaches.
Okay, cool.
Not good life coaches.
All right.
I mean, just because I know people in my friend circle that influence one another, right, to do better things. So if
sure, but where do you get the fucking balls to say I can tell you what to do and charge you money for it? That's where I'm getting to.
When the people fucking pay you and ask you to do it. No, that's where you get the balls.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
If there's supply or demand, then you gotta supply the demand, right? If people literally have no fucking clue.
Lessons from a druggie.
What? From me? I'm a druggie?
I just mean it's kind of like a lesson from.
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe. I don't know. Are you?
No, I'm a recovering alcoholic.
Well, see, though, I'm going to add to that.
Just last smoker.
Because it's dangerous because they are a dime a dozen. If you can get a fucking certificate to be a life coach for $15.
Right.
I'm a life coach. What experience do you have? I have a certificate. Oh, it's good enough for me. The same way with, again, and where I work, I get a lot of people come in and go, oh, my naturopath this, my naturopath that. I am not saying that there are not good naturopaths out there, but they're a dime a fucking dozen.
Yeah, but it's the same for almost anything, dude. Like you sell supplements.
Yep.
You're a dime a dozen. You don't really know that. You know more than the average person because you're around it and you work with it, but you're not a pro. You wouldn't call yourself a supplement scientist.
No, but that's why he makes minimum wage.
That's why I make minimum wage. Though I would consider myself
a
professional salesman because I'm very good at what I do.
So you're a salesman. So essentially, these people are like the salesman of therapists.
Oh, absolutely.
Of that whole genre of life, right? They're like the salesman.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You know? And there's like every walk of life has that, the good and the bad. The good and the bad. You're gonna come in contact. Oh, that guy was a really good, handyman, or that guy fucking finished half of my porch and left town. Yeah, right? Like just dipped. So everywhere you're.
Or my basement.
Or your basement. Except that handyman's not getting paid. So. Yeah, but there's a dime a dozen everywhere. You can go to Tim Hortons and get a moderately good donut, or you can go to a really good bakery and get a really fucking good donut. So you just have to, sift through the shit. The shit. Would I ever go to a life coach? No. Do I think it's complete bullshit? Yeah. Like, I'm on your side, but I'm playing devil's advocate here, right?
Absolutely.
Because I know there are people who need direction.
Yeah, for sure.
I know people directly in my life who fucking are.
What'd you gesture over here?
Super loud. Not you. You're the most directioner.
You are our compass.
Oh dear, that's alarming.
Anyway, it's all about direction and gaining it. And I guess maybe when you're in that mood where you don't really want to like go do something alone, you're like hey. Text your buddy up. You want to come to the mall, or you want to go do this with me because you just don't feel like going alone, walking through a mall alone. You ever get that feeling?
I do literally everything.
Yeah, I know you do, but sometimes you text me. You're like, hey, you can go to the mall like once a year.
And then you say no, so I just go. I'm busy
because it's so random. I don't fucking ever expect it.
Just I'm kind of feeling this. We're all well, you particularly, just because you've been talking the last little bit. Not that I don't enjoy your voice. But I'm wondering, do we ourselves need a life coach?
Okay, so here's the thing. I am very open to the possibility that there's a lot I could learn and do better. But it seems that's the only realistic approach to life in general. Like, anyone who would say anything otherwise is a fucking knob.
Wait,
to do better?
That I could learn more and do better.
Okay.
Okay.
I was getting at a point when I said you want a friend to go do something with. Like you. Like,
I know.
I was getting to a point there. Maybe people like you can't, in your head, you're like, hey, I got to do life and get better and at this and this and this. And you go and you actually do it. And you get better at it and you start succeeding. And then that whole part's in your past. But there are people who can't. Maybe they can go and do everything that they need to do on a daily basis, but some things to get them over that route, they need someone. They need that
yeah. And I'm not discounting that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, Mickey asked, do we ourselves need a life coach?
Yeah. But
I'm saying everybody needs something at some point.
But we can find out in 10 easy questions.
Oh, 10? Is this that website?
Yep.
Okay.
So, for those of you listening, and if you want to know whether you yourself need a life coach, simply go to lifecoaching.com, and you can venture through the page yourself, and I can tell you how to get there after that, because if you can't, then, wow, you really do need a life coach and how to work a website.
Oh, this is a beautiful website.
So,
yeah,
I feel like Jesus just hit me in the fucking face with his cock.
I remember GeoCities, and it was better than this.
So, do you want to just get started, jump right in?
Yeah. Okay, so it's a scale of 1 to 10 to answer these questions with. 1 being don't agree at all, 10 being completely agree.
So,
and then there's 10 questions?
There are just 10 questions.
Okay, so we're gonna do the math on this. Who's gonna answer it?
Me.
I've personally already done it.
What'd you get?
I got an absolute. I do need to get one.
You absolutely.
I answered it honestly, trying to look outside the fact that this was asking me if I need a life coach or not. Like, cause some of these I did go, yeah, I would like to do that, or I do think I should, and stuff like that.
His score was 10.
My score was, I think, 69.
How the fuck do I take this quiz?
I think you just add it.
You just write it down.
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna keep this running total for you. All right, let's go.
Would you like?
Okay, are you up on that?
Yeah, I'm up.
Okay, you read it and I answer.
Okay. Question 1. I am ready to create a more. Oh my goodness, good start. I am ready to create more balance in my life.
10.
I am ready to improve my personal or business relationships.
10.
I am ready to make real and positive changes in my life.
9.
Okay. I am ready to find and live my life's purpose.
10.
I am ready.
I'm gonna get a fucking perfect 100.
I am ready and willing to overcome self-limiting beliefs and behavior.
10.
I am ready to create plans and take action to achieve my goals.
10.
I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
I am ready to achieve a sense of fulfillment at work and in my life.
11.
Oh, that's not an answer, but so
10.
I am ready for more fun and enjoyment in my life.
Oh fuck, 10.
I'd like to work less and make more money.
To 1,000. 10.
I can benefit from someone who will help me stay on track.
6.
Interesting.
Okay, so you got a 96.
Yeah.
Congratulations! You are ready for a life coach. You are willing to do whatever it takes to create the life you deserve and desire. Please take a moment to contact us right now for a free introductory coaching session to find out what coaching can do for you.
I'm gonna try it.
This one click can change your life forever.
I clicking.
He's clicking. He's clicking.
How do you pronounce these fucking
explodes.
names?
What?
See,
Okay,
the two people that you can choose from?
Kelly?
Carmine
Yeah.
and Kelly. Is that Kelly?
Kelly.
Yeah, I guess
another
it's
way
just
of
a
spelling it.
weird.
See, and that's
Some people spell like assholes.
so. When I was going through the website, one thing I did notice is that they like to use other people's quotes to pump up how good it is to seek help outside of yourself. But
Like
you
what?
get
Like people who have had life coaches?
yeah, probably.
No, I'm being serious.
Oh no, I've never heard of these people. Ralph Waldo Emerson. If that rings a bell for anybody, go nuts. But I didn't bother to look it up because I really didn't give a shit. But through the site, you get 2 people to choose from. One, apparently, from what I read, I think it was Carmine, will actually do some sort of correspondence with you, whether it be through email. You can actually call these people and etc. The other person sells you a 7-step program.
That's Kelly. I was just on the 7-stepper.
So, okay, but all right. So first of all, anyone who doesn't answer at least positively enough to get into the highest echelon here, which is only over 60, so you only need 60 out of those 10 questions, is a fucking psychopath. Because this is what that would have to mean. Let me read it. I am ready to create more balance in my life. Don't agree at all. I just want fucking chaos. I want the world to burn down around me. No, who would ever fucking say that? They've set this up so you cannot but arrive at the conclusion that, yes, I need a life coach.
Yeah.
On lifecoaching.com. No fucking shit.
Yeah. Though,
Yeah.
like you said, unless they're a complete psychopath, and they don't want them anyways. Because wait, do you think
Yeah,
they
they'll
might
make us
need
look bad.
Well, do you think they might need professional help?
Yeah, seriously.
Okay,
I'd like to work less and make more money.
Oh,
No
I
fucking
loved
shit.
that one.
0.
No, my other one that I really enjoyed, and it made me think of previous podcast. I am ready to find my life's find and live my life's purpose. I'm like, the
Okay.
fuck does that mean? Like, oh, my purpose in life. Why don't you just live and be?
It's kind of true, though. What does it mean? See, I don't even like that. I don't even think that makes sense to say to find my life's purpose. Like it's waiting out there like an elk to be hunted. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's that bullshit.
Oh, stoicism.
Oh wow,
Stoicism.
stoicism, buddy.
Find your center.
Okay,
This
I
is
just want
for
to make a
people.
point. I think life coaching is just another one of those things that should be in school.
Okay.
And not not the topic. It shouldn't be taught, right? Like, I think it should be like your guidance counselor. You should be going to see someone. Now, when I was in high school, I don't know about you guys, but we had one guidance counselor until like I think grade 12, and then we had two. And there was I think 400 to 500 people at our school.
Wow,
something like that. Or maybe it was like three. No, there was like 400 people.
That's a healthy balance.
So one guidance counselor for 400 students.
That's insane.
That's when you need a life coach. That's like somebody who needs to keep you, on direction and.
Man, that guidance counselor probably needed a life coach just to stay on track.
Yeah, I had literally I think only two meetings with my guidance counselor all high school. That was it.
Were they forced upon you?
Yeah, they're like mandatory ones, and I'm like, this didn't help at all.
No,
because it's been like a year since I've seen you last. And and they just pointed me in the complete wrong direction. They just pretty much told me what to do based on society's definition of success and how to just be a generic, not myself, just a generic person.
See, you got a textbook answer of I'm not going to talk to you. I'm just going to tell you what you got to do. I got, well, so what do you want to do? I don't fucking know. I'm like 15.
I don't know. I like masturbating and anime.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, can I make a career in that? Actually.
Well,
actually, you can.
And now we've grown up and learned.
Yeah, now we can.
Should have just stuck to my hobbies. But yeah,
go, man.
You know what I mean? Like, so now we bring it back to education again. Like, almost every show goes back to it.
Well, yeah.
Right? Like, all these basic things are not taught or given to you when you need it, when your brain is being molded and you're developing into an adult. I mean, that's... If you need a life coach when you're 30, it's like, fuck, you should have probably got one when you were like 18 before you fucked up for 10 years or whatever.
Yeah, no doubt. And I mean, part of that is just growing and it's experiences you need to have. But what I don't get, like you guys were talking about your guidance counselors. You know what my guidance counselor told me?
What? Eat a dick.
Eat a dick. I walked in and they were like, look at this smarmy motherfucker.
Eat a dick. Get out of my office.
Yeah.
You share an office. Shut up.
And here's the thing, and I think this matters, which is the reason I say it. Our guidance counselor was a great, big, fat, unhappy woman.
Yeah.
You saw her from time to time. She was miserable as fuck, and I don't even know if anyone knew her name.
Probably not.
So you didn't know these people. Your life looks like shit, and you sit in a dank office at a high school all the time. Assuming there's some amount of credential for her to fill this role, I'll lend that amount of credit. I go in there. I have now been accepted for communications and creative writing. One was something I just applied to because you automatically get 3 program applications.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a third, but creative writing was the one I wanted to do. Get accepted. On a secondary level, get my portfolio approved. But I kind of got jitters, I'm like fucking 17. I don't know anything about the world. So I go in there and she goes, well, I don't know what you do with this. Talking about creative writing.
God.
And she's like, but I think I have a nephew who's working in communications right now. And I'm like, I freaked the fuck out because I was already feeling kind of apprehensive about it. And then because of that, I went into the wrong thing and I wasted a ton of time. That's on me.
Sure.
Yeah.
But that initial bad decision, that was because of poor counseling.
Well, especially with a young mind who is not sure of what they want to do in the first place.
Right. And how fucking dare you ever tell someone that the thing they love is not productive?
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
absolutely.
What the fuck? Because now anyone who's anyone will tell you, like, do the thing you love.
I know.
Yeah.
And it's funny that...
And your life will be fulfilled. And now, what am I trying to do? I've worked on 12 different ways to create shit.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I thought you were going to say, I do this fucking podcast.
You know what's...
Now I just talk to assholes 3 hours a fucking week.
You know what's funny that you told that story? That exact same thing happened to me.
No shit.
I got accepted to a bunch of different universities for, like, music and every program applied to, like, whatever. And I walked in. I can't even remember the fucking conversation I had, but it pretty much went the same way. What are you going to do with music? You could pretty much only teach. Do you really want to be a teacher? I already got jitters. I'm like, oh, fuck, well, I can't live off that. I don't want to teach kids music. But, I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do with music. A ton of different things. Like, I didn't
Of course
even,
there are.
At that point in my life, I didn't even know about musical therapy or anything like that, right?
Oh,
so,
yeah.
like, those doors were already shut before I could even open them.
Fuck.
So then I went and I took fucking communications.
Hey.
Yeah, and then I bounced around there. It was bad, but yeah. So I also wasted a lot of time doing absolute. I think I got trashed at the U most of my university career.
Oh my God.
See, our whatever the hell he is. We had two, and they were actually both one was the junior, the other one was the senior football coaches.
Oh yeah,
Super
sick.
Super nice guys. Like they were really nice guys. But again, it's the same thing of I coach high school football in Canada. What do you want to do? Well, I don't know. You're like, oh, if you don't know, you can go to college and take a whatever course.
Yeah.
I didn't go to college till I was 23. Like I didn't know what I wanted to do. So
And you've been in ever since.
I've been in ever since. But no, I graduated and I just went right to work. I said, I don't know what I want to do. I'm not going to waste my time. I
should have did that.
They didn't like my grades weren't awful, but they weren't great. I would have had to probably bring them out to even think about going to university. But I had no aspirations for any kind of post-secondary education because I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do. I hated grade school. I hated high school. All of it to me was just, in terms of education, a waste of time. It got me ready for nothing.
Yeah, that's
For
pretty
me
much
personally,
the education system.
So it's like I remember I had a housing course and they taught us about, oh, this is a blank kind of house. This is a blank. I don't even know what the fuck they are. I think I remember. Nope, don't remember.
Wow,
and
that was
then
uneventful.
And then there was a cooking course, which actually wasn't too bad. There were remember when you talked about your cooking class? It was not very.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Ours was safe. Like I actually learned a decent amount. Like not necessarily things that'll change my life, but little things that I kind of feel like, oh, if you have to question it, just don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, it's easy. But everything else, science, okay, whatever. I was pushed through French because my teacher hated me. There was nothing.
Yeah. No, I know, but I don't know. I think that they're just waiting for the slicks of the world. That's who they're preying on. Like the people that know their shit and want to do better but don't know how to do better.
Yeah.
But
That's what the life coaches are preying on?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right, man.
The slicks.
So
right?
what
not
do
the
they
fresh
know?
is not the mix. The
No,
slicks.
but what do they know? What do they know that
Nothing.
could even get you? Nothing.
No, but they might be able to give you that extra. Like I got you, right?
I got you, baby.
And Mickey's there, but you're a good inspirational dude to have around. I think we bounce each other nicely with
big time, man.
those ideas. I got my other buddies that I got E. He's he'll get my ass in gear.
Okay.
Right? Like I feel motivated with him. So I already got some good dudes. Mickey, I'm sorry, we don't do stuff really.
Not yet.
No, yeah, we have to. I keep asking you, and you keep just, you never text me. It hurts my heart.
I'm sorry.
I'm just joking. No, but I don't feel the need to go and get those kind of people in my life to pay for them.
Right.
Because I feel like I am making the strides now. I mean, it's only been a year since I've really dedicated moving forward with my own life.
Yeah.
So, and I think I'm doing okay.
I
think I'll be doing
agree with that, man.
much better in about 3 months.
In a lot of ways, you're a much different person from when I met you.
Oh, very much so. Yeah. I mean, I'm still probably more salty, but that's because I'm constantly upset with where my life is. That's really why I'm always in a bad mood. But I don't feel the need to go and have to pay some dude to get in my face. Hey man, if you did this, you'd be happier. Like no, I don't feel that.
Yeah.
I'm not that weak minded.
That brings up a good point. What can these people even do or say that will help? Like, because again, they don't know you. So
nothing.
how can they possibly be in a position to tell you something good? Like, okay, you're going to get in this program. You have to do as I say. Like, okay, you agree to that. But what happens when they say some wing-ding shit?
Well, this is probably why they charge per hour, so they can get to know you really well. over a lengthy period of time.
But I don't even disagree with that because that at least makes some kind of fucking sense.
Sure.
Right. See, this is the thing. I think their clientele are for the people who want that acceptance in life, who maybe don't have a best friend or have a brother or sister or have someone or a group of people they're close to that, you know, bounce motivational ideas and feelings and vibes off them and do shit with them. Right? So it's usually those people that are, I don't know, have you ever met those people? Were you ever one of those people where for like years of your life you thought you had friends and then one day everyone's just gone, you're like, man, I never really had a solid friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
See,
time.
I was never like, I had E.
Big time.
Right? My whole life. So
at my darkest hour, the only person I had was VIP, but he's been out of town for 10 years.
Yeah, so
I was definitely there.
For sure, yeah. So it's like those people who never really, you know, one of my good friends, I feels like that, who never had a solid group of friends or a friend you could just always rely on. Like, say, you know, you don't got enough money to pay for lunch. You're just like, yeah, I got it, man.
Right,
it's all good,
right. Simple shit.
And you know I'm not going to come back at you for it. That's the thing.
Yes.
Going back at people. Because that happens with people. People get weird, funny with money, man. I think it's those people who pay the service to almost have that kind of friend.
That's fucked up. Though.
Yeah, I think
like
it's
just I get it, and I know your point, and it's not even bad in abstract, but like as soon as you say it, it sounds downright fucking demonic.
That's because it is. That's what I mean. It's almost like an evil thing hidden in a really positive light, right? It's like the calm before the. Maybe it could ruin your life. Maybe one day you wake up and be like, man, I just spent hundreds, thousands of dollars on a life coach that just pretended to be my friend. And when you get rid of them, then no one's there. Maybe you're really only paying for that companionship. And then when they're gone, and nothing's actually changed. You still don't have anybody because you just spent all your time and money with that person.
So this is what I need to know. Do you guys know anyone who has had any actual functional interaction with a life coach?
No.
Me neither.
I asked around today because I actually had people interaction and did not meet a single person or talk to anybody who said, oh, yeah, I've talked with so-and-so once and it did me blank.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. Thank you. I don't know anybody who's ever had a life coach. Nobody.
I know a few people who've gone to see therapists and it's worked out great for them, but that's not a very good
I know
comparison.
several people who really say really good things about their therapeutic experiences.
No. On another note, I do think life coaches are almost a touch of everything, right? Like you need a degree to be like a financial planner, financial planner. You need a degree to be a therapist. You need, you need all these things. A life coach is like, yeah, I'll just take a little from there, but not enough that I need to say I have a degree. And boom, there's a paper certificate.
But that's what I'm saying. That's my beef because so the reason we have all those people and they're so rigorously specialized is because all of those things are complex. Nutrition is complex. Finances are complex. Employment at times can be complex. What have you. So you pay those people for specialized expertise, and along comes a life coach and literally just says, "I know about life." Motherfucker, what?
I got kicked in the balls once. Oh, okay. Please continue.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I think now that I think about it more, that we're talking about this, actually, I think it's the misdefined or the wrong term is used or word. The wording's wrong. It shouldn't be life coach.
What should it be?
Paid companion.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Paid friend. It's like almost. I imagine. I don't know. Maybe we should just take a trial.
Maybe we should.
Maybe we should do a 30-day challenge.
With a life coach?
No.
I don't think we could have. Well, I couldn't have.
No, fuck that. We're not paying for that. But someone can be my life coach. I wonder who that would be, Mickey.
Mickey?
What?
Mickey's
No.
gonna be your life coach?
Like, what the fuck?
No, Mickey is not. No offense, Mickey, but me and you are in the same boat here. I think you can be my life coach.
I'm gonna be your life
You're
coach.
gonna be my life coach for 30 days.
My life is barely better than yours.
Then I want very thorough documentation on both on your side and your side.
Okay. Now we have a little problem. You're going away next
I'm going away for a week. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll start after that week, which will give me. I start this new job, right? So it'll give
Right.
me time to kind of clock into that, and
Yeah.
and then we'll bring this up on the next episode right away, and we'll
Dude,
start.
how long is it going to take before you're just like, oh yeah, sorry man, I just been really busy. Got these 2 jobs. And like,
I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. 30-day challenge, man. I'll do it. I'll do 1 month.
all right, we're gonna
you
do
can
that.
coach me.
We're gonna have meetings and shit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh my
we'll have
God.
meetings.
I'm excited.
Oh my.
You're my
God.
life coach. You have to tell me what to do.
I'm not
Okay.
even part of this, and I'm
All
excited.
right, take your pants off.
Now, since we're getting on that, do you want to know how much you will be getting? What you might have to pay?
Yeah.
someone
Oh
like Brett?
Yeah,
What am I
let's do
earning
that.
on this
Ooh.
bullshit?
So
Yeah, what am I paying? Fake money.
right off the bat, I just want to start with that Krista whatever person. She has 4 lovely programs that she charges for that I thought were kind of funny. Self-Esteem Tuesday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., $150 per month.
Suck me twice.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
Anxiety Wednesdays.
No. Hold on. Tell me about the self-esteem.
Oh, it essentially after
Is
looking
it?
at
Sorry, can I? Is it 150 a month? Is it for 4 classes?
4 hours,
4 hours.
8 to 9 p.m.
Wow. Let's be life coaches. I'll
my
pay the
God.
$15, bro.
Oh my
These
God.
are also these are also
You dummy.
the groups you sign up for is maximum of 10. So if there's 10 in there, you don't get in that week. You might have to wait till next week or next
So
month.
she's making. Wow.
So if she
Bro.
if she can fill up on that one class, I didn't do the math for that. Sorry guys. So 150 times 10, and that's probably a really easy number of $15,000. Did I get it right? I don't know, I'm really bad at math. Anyways, so after that, you have Anxiety Wednesdays.
You didn't, but that's okay.
150. I don't fucking know.
Oh my God.
You need a
No, I know
math
it's not. I
coach.
know it's
Just
not
skip the
150.
math. Skip the math.
So, Anxiety Wednesdays, 8 to 9 p.m., $150 a month. Same thing for Personal Growth Thursdays. And this one I was a little concerned. Healing Circle Support Groups. There's no info. It was just like,
Bro, let's start this.
so that's technically per hour, not technically, is $37.50 an hour just for her services. Just do that. It's not too many to break it down like that, but just for an hour.
Right, but that's 10
okay,
people,
wait,
so
wait,
you're
wait.
not even getting one-on-one attention in that hour.
Hold on. I have a question. Is that 150 for all 4?
Nope, for one class.
What's this bitch's name?
You can find her at Krista, ROESLER.com. Krista with a K. I don't know if that makes a fucking
That's
difference.
unfucking believable.
So
I'm already so mad.
So looking further into it,
She works 4 hours a week, bro.
no. Ready your butts.
No, it's hold on to your butts.
Oh my
I
God!
always
Wow,
keep
you
squinting.
fucked that up, Mickey.
You stopped saying it, so I forgot.
That's true.
So, universalcoachinstitute.com. So you can already assume this is going to be extremely biased. But very much like, let's draw you in. Come on, be a life coach. Sign up with us. This is how much you can make.
Right.
Salary range, $27,000 a year to $210,000 a year.
God, we have to do this fresh. You know, you look like a life coach. You are a life.
Okay.
Just get the $15.
It breaks it down.
I got 5 in my wallet, man. We'll split.
Average North American salary is $61,000 a year, almost so 61.9. Average global salary, because apparently these guys stretch, is $51,000 a year.
Wow, that's good money.
So they also had a survey conducted by the ICF, which is a life coach federation. So more bias.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah, when I saw that, I was like, oh, it's them. Oh wait, no, it's not them.
A
It's another-
life coach federation, and the fact that none of us know a single person who's been touched by this, but there's a life coach federation. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm gonna put my
signing
head
up
through
tonight.
this fucking window.
So again, all those numbers that I just told you, the average number of hours a life coach works per week. Please guess. Just guess.
8.
Fresh.
12.
13.
Mother. Oh, me. What,
Dude, we gotta do it.
Average number of clients these life coaches have is 10. So they literally spend per week 1.3 hours with each client, and they will charge them between $128 to $321 an hour.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Y'all are fucking scammers.
I wouldn't be able to fucking sleep.
No, neither could I. I couldn't do it.
And I would do it very sincerely with the absolute best of intentions, because I've always said I want to help people. I want whatever work I do to have some positive impact on people. I couldn't fucking do that.
Fuck that. You all need a life coach? Just listen to our show.
For free. The fee
small
range,
attainable goals. You get that for free.
The fees, how they broke it down was on the low end, $120 per hour is less than 1 year, and it goes 1 to 2 years, etc., up to 10 plus years. And at the 10 plus year mark, apparently you can make $210,000 a year.
Who's making $210,000 life coaching?
I didn't even understand that life coaching was a thing that's been going on for the past 10 plus years.
Yeah, that is fucked up, man. That's a fucking scam,
no,
bro.
but that's what I mean. So much bias. It wasn't like, oh, a third party did this. No, the fucking Coach Federation
yeah,
did
it's
this survey.
extremely biased. You're right. You're not wrong. That's...
So
I'm just blown the fuck away right now by that bullshit.
I'm so mad.
You know how much fucking work I put in all my bullshit?
I work 50 hours a week to make the bottom figure that Mickey just said.
$27,000 a year.
Oh, not that. The other average, the other global average.
Yeah.
61?
50.
51.
50.
And I break myself.
Yeah.
And I could just be working 13 hours a week.
Yeah, just do it.
Jerking off in a corner.
Just do it.
Oh my God.
Watch my hand motion. How I do my wrist?
Okay,
Keeps it going longer.
here's what's up. You're gonna pay the $15. You're gonna come up with a plan. We're gonna do 30 days. I'll lie to everyone on the show and say my life is fucking great, and then you'll just rake it in. We'll split.
To quote a great man, if you were to ask me if I'm going to do this course, bitch, I might be.
Bitch, you might be, eh?
You know, like what? $15? Why
But you know what?
not?
If you didn't do it, like, if you did it for extra money and you only had like 3 people, but you're actually dedicating some hours and doing it sincerely, I don't see an issue with it.
No,
if you can sleep at night.
I don't either. But see, this is the thing too. I don't know what the fuck these people do, but you know me. We start talking about something kicking around for a podcast topic. I do a bunch of research on it, which is what I would do if they told me some shit.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't just be like, it seems to me.
But these people don't want to take the time. They want to be told and then just do it. That's the thing. Like, again, I keep bringing this back up. Where I work, people don't want to look this shit up. They just want to come to me and go, how do I lose weight? How do I gain muscle? How do I not feel like shit?
Yeah.
They don't want to take the time. And this pisses me off. There's so much easy information out there. Again, my new thing is people come in and go, oh, I need this. Well, what do you need it for? Oh, here's good for me. Apples are good. Do you have those every day? Probably not.
You know what, man? That's a fair point. People just want to be confirmed in what they think is good for them.
Which I hate.
It doesn't matter that you don't know, formally, you don't know shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're just seeking the approval from somebody else who
As far
who looks the part. That's the thing too. Looks, because a lot of this is an internet-based thing, right?
Well, I honestly, I didn't look too much, but I didn't see anything going, oh, go to the college of.
Yeah,
it was always click here and we'll send you this.
Well, it's a fucking package.
I have this conversation with a buddy at work. There's so many fucking personal trainers out there who look like pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, why would I ever... I don't care that you played basketball in high school. Look at you.
Yeah.
Why would I ever approach you? I wouldn't.
No,
that's true. That's true.
The only fat person I'd ever approach for athletic advice is powerlifters, because they're all fat anyway. You know?
And they lift a lot of
Wasn't
weight.
that movie that Will Smith did about a life coach essentially with Kevin James?
Hitch? That's a relationship.
Oh, okay. Sorry, then never mind.
Yeah, that's that's
but
one
it is.
specific
Yeah.
topic. I mean, in a way, it is, and yeah, he was making bank in that movie.
Apparently.
I mean, dude, you can do some stuff.
I might. Bitch, I might.
Well,
I
then,
might.
if you guys are, whether or not, if you're trying right now to weigh the pros and cons, I have a couple for you.
Can you imagine in fucking 7 years, the fucking Fox News special comes out and it's like, world famous life coaches, Mrs. Slick and Jay Fresh, aired out for concocting this scheme on their shitty podcast 7 years ago.
7 years ago, we're like, yeah, fucking listen to us. I ain't depressed.
And it's just us on a yacht with just mountains of hookers and blow, and we're just like, yeah, did it. This is how you live life,
bitches. I told you eat your greens. I'm snorting the white. Oh no.
No, seriously, eat vegetables though.
Yeah, for real. Don't snort white stuff either. Don't do that. It's bad.
Life coach lesson number 1: don't put stuff in your nose.
When I was in grade 8, I snorted salt.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
You're fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
The kids in my high school would do that with that shit you put on popcorn flavoring stuff.
Why? Like, why do I've never understood why people did that. I've never
No,
done that.
like we were talking about this earlier before you were up here setting up. Like, kids are just fucking stupid.
Yeah,
like, kids just do stupid shit, and then you put them together, and they do even stupider shit.
with courage.
Yeah, for real though.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Fuck, they all need life coaches.
Yeah, they do. Or parents.
I don't know, man. I just have it that I am actually still blown away by the amount of money these people make.
It's offensive.
It is
Okay,
offensive.
so Mickey, did you find anything good to say about a life coach? Because I'm like wondering how the hell this even survives. It's like the self-help industry in books, you know? Like, I don't get it. If any of them work, why are there so many of them?
Yeah.
True.
Answer the question. No.
Really?
Everything I saw. Again, like the thing is, like I won't lie. I did kind of go into this just thinking like this is all bullshit. Though the very first thing that we talked about at the beginning of the show, they almost had me going a little bit with it's more personal. So that's kind of pulling at Mickey's heartstrings there. I need that kind of connection with people.
Exactly. See, maybe it
See?
is the Mickeys. They need that connection with people, right? Did I not say that? You're
You
paying
did.
for the
No, for
fucking
sure. Like,
companionship.
I thought about like, hey, that's not a bad way of going about it. But again, like it's just that's where it's a slippery slope because now it's just I need this constant companionship and I'll fork up all the money that I can just to have somebody talk to me and say I'm doing everything all right. I don't
know.
Well, but you know what?
I'm just mad.
I did try to find a pros and cons, and again, it just all comes back to fucking biased bullshit websites that go, here are the pros and cons of being a life coach on lifecoach.com.
Yeah.
This one is actually moneyhungryliving.com.
Oh.
And it gave me literally 3 points for each pros and cons. Right at the bat, it said pros, accountability. And I'm like, what? How is that a pro? And essentially, it's like you learn to be accountable for your actions. Okay, cool.
Wow. White TV told me that back in the day.
No shit.
And apparently,
I didn't have
unlike
cable.
therapists, professional therapists, the pros of a life coach is they want to see you succeed.
And therapists just want you to
So
die.
yeah,
like,
Other
what?
professionals don't.
Like 98% of your parents want to see you succeed too.
And then the final one was a little kind of scary for me. Not scary, but it kind of, as far as I'm concerned, exposes them for what they really are. Pro of a life coach is networking. So I'm thinking like what? You're not working with other life coaches?
You know what this is? Sorry, go on.
Are you going to say a pyramid scheme?
Pretty much.
So, because that's what I'm thinking. It's like, oh, I'm networking. I'm putting myself out there. Here's my card. Here's my card. Here's my card. I'm Mickey the life coach. Slick. You want me to take you on as my whatever student thing? And you're like, yeah, definitely. Yeah. And then you do like 10 sessions with me. You're like, oh, that's great. And like I get, I don't know, let's say I'm charging you $321 an hour for 10 hours. And then you're like, this is easy. I'm going to do this. And then you go to the same website that I went to and pay for your licensing. And then you do it again. And the person who did it for 10 hours gets their license from the same website you did. And then it keeps going.
Well, no, I was going to say this is like life coaching and like being a bad bitch are like the same thing.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like you got all these fucking like Instagram thoughts. They on Instagram, they're all like posing, right? They're all all the selfies they got that they're sitting on the sink.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, what the fuck you doing sitting on your fucking sink?
Yeah, you gonna break it.
Yeah, you can get your pants wet, you can break it. Maybe I don't know, maybe there's some toothpaste on the rim there. It's gonna stain your fucking pants. It's gonna look weird. But like, so life coach is like, oh yeah, my ass looks fat because the sink lip is pushing all the non-ass out, so it looks like I got an ass. Yes, snap. like an awkward thing, right? But it looks, guys are, oh, yo, that ass is fat, right?
Yeah.
On Instagram. So it's like, you go to the Lifecoach page and you're like, oh, yo, this bitch is in fucking like Greece. This bitch knows what's up. She knows how to make that money and travel like I want to do. Look at all these dope pictures. That's what it is. It's like my life looks better, so pay me to make your life look like this.
See, what fucked me up about that?
It's all fake. It's all
like,
just fake shit.
And it's the same thing with like with the Instagram thoughts. God bless them. Like
God bless those thoughts.
I don't like. I want a girl who went from having no ass and got an ass. You know.
Not by sitting on the sink?
Not by sitting on the sink, but by doing, 6 months of squats and deadlifts. And like a life coach who lives the high life, I don't trust that person. I implicitly do not trust that person. And I know that many of them may have come from certain circumstances, and that's fine. But if you then spend all your time showing off what you have, then you're already telling me you're disconnected.
Yes. Yeah. It's like those people who do really good things, like charity work, and they film the whole thing, and then it's not only filmed, it's like produced, like this was all just like a ploy.
Right.
Like, look at me, look at me do good things for my community, so you should come and buy stuff from me, or just like real weird shit.
That's
People
why I think Chris Evans
shit.
is a boss. He goes down to the hospital dressed up as fucking Captain America and does not bring a camera crew.
Yeah.
People take pictures because he's fucking.
Yeah, he's fucking Chris. He looks
That's
like he's
fine.
literally Captain America.
Yeah, he basically is.
Right. So,
Touching on what you said though about the look at my fabulous life and look how good I am. Let me show you how I can get that. I don't know what you think of the gentleman Bo Burnham, but during an interview he said, people like me should never give life advice.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause you.
Okay, I think it was him.
I've been a Bo Burnham fan since he was like 16, when he was just recording out of his bedroom.
How old were you? I'm just kidding.
Bo Burnham is the fucking dude.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
But he said, he goes, you should never take life advice from people like me. The fact that I'm here is a miracle. Like I'm just paraphrasing, obviously, but like it's a miracle that I'm here at all. The chance of this happening again to you is slim to none.
Right.
Never take life advice from famous people. Who the fuck are they?
Right.
They got there by chance.
right time, right place.
Right time, right
people.
place.
Well, hold on.
However you want to do it.
A lot of those people work really fucking hard, and
But-
he's not an exception.
No, but these people, but just like, for example, first one that pops in my head, Robert Downey Jr., there's probably 1,000 other dudes who worked just as hard as he did, but he was the only one who made it. Not saying to never do your best and try hard, but understand that taking life advice from the successful people, like,
Who he's supposed to take it from?
Exactly.
Fucking meth clinic people?
No, but essentially what he's saying is like, do what I say and you'll be like me. That sort of thing. But essentially, like, of course work hard. Do the best you can. Be the best person you can be.
I have a whole big issue with this. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, I have a whole big issue with this because if you are truly happy with your life and you have managed to sift through the shit that is life and find internal peace of mind, the last thing you're doing is going on fucking Instagram and telling people how to get there. You're off that whole train. You're not on social media. You're not trying to make money from it. You're living your life how you want to live your life, and you're busy helping the people directly in your life. You think that it's easy to change someone's life?
Oh, no, definitely not.
Definitely not. So there's no way that these people can charge that amount of money, spend that amount of time, probably not even that amount of time with these people.
Right.
Just send them a package and call them a fucking life coach.
7-step program.
These people probably haven't even reached that level that they're saying they're at. You just think it because you are so low at that point where you're willing to pay someone who looks through photos like they have everything they want.
You know what fucks me up is the time limit. So here I'm sitting down with my life coach and my 9 other fucking classmates.
Right.
Cool. And it's 8:59 on what was it? Fucking
Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday?
Tuesday. What was Tuesday?
Tuesday, excuse me 1 second. Tuesday was self-esteem.
Self-esteem. So we're working on our self-esteem. Me and my fucking 9 loser friends.
Hi.
And
hello.
She looks at her watch.
Yeah. I was waiting for that.
Holy shit, it actually just rolled over 9 o'clock, too. She looks at her watch and boom. Oh, it's time to go. sorry, your self-esteem's gonna eat shit now for the rest of it. Or like what? Like, how can you resolve anything in that?
You can't.
I've been having ongoing discussions with you two motherfuckers for the entire times I've known both of you that still have not necessarily reached a conclusion.
Or have only gotten worse.
Right.
No, that's a good point.
That's fucking nutty.
Yeah, you know.
And then also $150 a month, please, for 4 hours.
Yeah, that's
like
fucked
you
up.
gotta get, dude. Okay, so here's where I look to certain people and I'm like, this person actually cares. So people like Jocko Willink, you can listen to his podcast and soak up piles and piles and piles of game for free. Mm-hmm. David Goggins, also an ex-SEAL. Anything he does, all he gets is like a small, like a retirement salary from the Navy.
Right.
And otherwise, like, if anyone wants to pay him for anything, but he doesn't charge for anything. He lives on really meager means, but he's mega fucking famous. And all he's doing is trying to give you good shit and be like, fucking let's go, you know? People, Tim Ferriss. Yes, he's got books out there, but the bulk of what he does is his podcast and his blog, all free. Gary V. Everything is free.
Right.
You know, all these people give this shit away. So even though, they are pretty highly successful, they're just saying, take it all.
Yeah.
I want this for you. Because they understand something about people. There's only a small percentage of people who are even going to start walking, right?
Oh, yeah.
But you can't then slap a price tag on it for an hour and be like, I'm going to fix you.
Yeah.
That's so facetious.
Yeah, it is. It's dick baggish.
I just really got to point out, in your list, you did forget Fresh Lick and Mick.
Also free.
Also very free. And very accessible.
Yeah.
Well, after that little tidbit, would you like to hear the cons of... I think we pretty much covered them, to be honest.
The cons, but...
the first one, it just cost a lot of money, obviously. This one, I was oddly... Like, well, how's this a bad thing?
Oddly?
Oddly. I'm making up words.
Oddly.
Consistently opening up to others. Apparently, that's a con. It's not a good thing of life coaches.
Did you write these two lists like reverse?
Right?
I'm fucking confused.
Yeah, man. What the fuck? I don't even... Where'd you get this list from?
From moneyhungryliving.com. 1, costs money. 2, consistently opening up to others. Cons. Consistently opening up to others. I'm not making this up.
Don't go to this site.
You really?
Yeah, this says shit.
And then this one, again, back to what we said about them being a dime a dozen. 3, poor coach selection.
Right.
Pretty much saying that this field has too many that are bad.
I think the best life coaches are the positive people you can surround yourself with.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean,
well, that's that whole, you are the product of the 5 people you surround yourself with most. So if the 5 people that you surround yourself with most are good and positive people and they can help you be a good and positive person, then this becomes an upward cycle. That's why I said this to you before, man. It's like one of the reasons why I want to be your friend is because you motivate me to do good shit. And then, like you were saying before, in a way, I have a good influence on you. So this feeds positively.
Right.
And it's upward building. And arguably the same here, Mickey, except
don't argue
you've been
too hard.
kind of a fucking trash heap lately. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, there's something up there. Therapy.
Yeah.
Therapy.
He just looks to the left like, oh, okay, yeah, all right. Denial.
No, but it's a motivating and self-feeding cycle. Like
Now,
it's a good thing.
Explain the 5 people thing, because I think that's a great thing.
It's kind of a colloquialism now. It essentially just means that you absorb the characteristics and behaviors and even beliefs of the people you're around the most.
Right.
Kind of like the nurture to your nature.
But not only that, I remember talking about this with you, and you invest not only money and time, and to do things with these people, or to make your dreams come true, or whatever the fuck it is.
You invest parts of yourself.
Yeah, and realistically, I think 5 is a fair number. I mean, who really has time if you're trying to? it's different when you're sitting in a room with buddies watching a game and having some beers than sitting in a room with some friends and trying to do some real shit with.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, if you're trying to do real shit with every single person in your life, you're going to fucking just want to go to bed. Right? Because this is going to get way too overwhelming. So the 5 people, rule, the handful rule, that's I like that.
Yeah. You can't... The thing is, you can't make quality connections with that many people, and the evidence bears that out, because if you're an extroverted person, you want to be friends with everyone in a room. Well, studies show your connections are of, and I don't mean this in a negative way, but of lower quality and substance.
Right.
You don't know everyone as well when you have to know everyone.
Exactly. Surface relationships.
And
almost.
if you're more of the type who likes one-on-one conversations and connections, then they'll be of a higher caliber, but there'll be fewer of them.
Yeah.
So either way, you're only going to have a few people you really are on that level with.
Yeah.
So make them good.
Yeah, and then I did it to myself. I cut a lot of people out. Mainly the people I associated drinking, partying, going out, getting up to no good, not really doing anything stuff with.
Yeah.
And then I kept the people that I can at least enjoy my time around. And I see a little bit of trade-off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I took that to heart when we were talking about that. Man,
Yeah.
It's windy out. Wow.
Yeah, it's
Look
fucking
at
crazy
that.
right now.
Are we going to be safe up here?
Probably not.
Windy
Yeah,
out
right.
there, windy in here.
Oh,
Yeah, it smells like
Gnarly.
It's some gnarly wind in here. It's yeah.
no, man, I think about that all the time,
Yeah.
about what you said about investing in people and having them invest in you. It just makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of my life, I've come to realize now, like not drinking and doing some, quality things with my life so far. Not that I'm anywhere real that I want to be, but I mean, I have at least kind of some paths set, which is nice to finally have.
You have your slick upgrade. You have your slick. What are we at? 3.0 right now?
I don't even. Yeah, it's like 3.0.
3.5.
It's like 2.8.
2.8.
I was at 3.0, kind of went back down a bit. Yeah. Anyway, it happens.
Had to take 3.0 offline.
But my whole life, man, I would invest in people. It maybe not the best way. Like we would go out downtown, and one of my buddies didn't have enough money. Oh, I gotcha, because you're my buddy, and this is me investing in you. Technically, because I'm just giving you fucking money and never gonna ask for it back because I know I'm never gonna see it. But I'm okay with that because you're my buddy. So instead of doing that, I'd much rather, go and fucking buy someone who helps me out some work boots or something if they're hurting that week for a pay, right? Because
Sure.
starting a new job, whatever the reason is, I would much rather. Now in my life, I feel better about doing that shit than investing in the wrong people. So yeah, you do. You have to really look at who you invest your time and money, and maybe a life coach isn't a good investment.
Well, I feel like that advice in itself, by the way, free. Y'all can have that free. No charge.
Free, man. Actually, no, fuck it. $2.50 per minute.
We'll take donations.
I will take payment in Riviera vegan pizza. Shouts to Riviera.
Thank you.
Next large regular.
Yeah.
That's what I smoke. Send it my way. That's my payment.
Oh my God.
I'm just joking. Yeah, I don't know. This is my thought. I think friends are essentially, friends and family are essentially the real life coaches, or they should be.
There's a thought.
Oh, it's true, right? I mean, that's the people you spend your most time with.
Is a life coach instead of something that okay, let me try and get my point across here. Instead of investing your time and money in a life coach, is a life coach somebody who invests their time in you?
No, they're not, clearly, because they're only spending 13 hours a week.
No, by definition, they are.
Like a real life coach. Like you're just saying,
yeah.
your really good friend. Like as much as like they are your equal on many levels. Like you're like, but I look to you for this kind of advice. I look to you for this.
But they can, you know what? No, they can have the shitty people. They can have the term life coach.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
I don't want it
That's
either.
some bullshit.
Because honestly, it's like now even this episode is kind of an eye opener too. Like I look at it now, I got 2 buddies I'm doing construction company with. We're doing just a bunch of shit out of our comfort zone, and we're just kind of on the fly, and we're doing pretty well, not money wise, but like just learning and having fun, and just honestly getting out of our comfort zone and doing something on our own collectively has been a great experience. And then
It's
I
huge.
have, you guys, we do shit. This mainly, and then just other things. Like usually if we're hanging out, we're doing something. We're just not just sitting there watching TV or whatever, right?
Yeah, it doesn't really
Or
happen.
we don't even play video games. We actually just do. We talk at least. I mean, you guys do, but and that's totally fine. You can always do nothing, as long as it's with the right people. Like if you got a buddy you're always doing something with, and one day you just want to play video games, it's totally okay.
Yeah, it's totally okay.
It's totally fine. I'm just saying, usually we're doing something we claim productive, or that's productive towards us, right? I got another buddy that we're looking at doing a grant for a documentary of something around here. I haven't even told you guys about this yet.
So sweet.
Yeah, so we're gonna try to formulate a plan right for a grant, right? But like we're doing, these are all my friends. I've known people, all you guys for years, and we're just now it's just kind of blossoming because. I don't know. I guess my switch up kind of affected people. Not that they switched their life up completely, but like they're feeling more motivated to go do that.
It does, man.
Well,
it really does.
They see the success and they're like, I want a piece of that action.
Yeah.
How do I be better?
Yeah, it's weird because even when I quit drinking, nobody, even me, believed that I would quit drinking. I thought I was just doomed to a life of maybe a month off and then getting just fucked up. So when it actually passed a year, I had friends that I've known for a long time be like, man, I wish I could do that. I'm like, you can. You just stop. You literally just fill your time with anything other than going to the bar or drinking with buddies. Just stop. You know, if that's what you really want. Clearly, you don't really want it because you didn't stop. But people say that they wish they could do, giving up meat. I'm like, then do it.
Yeah.
You know, that's all you got to do. But I'm the same way. I always say I wish I could stop smoking, but I know I'm not mentally ready, right? So these people are probably where I'm at with smoking.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I feel you. So where does this fall? See, again, all that just makes so much good sense, and you can parse it out with a good conversation. So where does it fall in comparison to like gurus and
like spiritual guidance?
I don't know.
Am I stepping too far there?
Well, no, because that's kind of a field occupied by a life coach or vice versa. Life coaches have filled into that role. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was formerly filled by a spiritual advisor. Like that fucking Tony Robbins documentary, I Am Not Your Guru, where he then goes on for 2 hours and he's talking basically like a guru, you know?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, there's a lot of gurus who, have discovered YouTube and go, let me just kind of take you on a little bit of a spiritual journey just because I want people to understand a little bit of enlightenment for free.
But what does that mean?
What do you mean?
Like an enlightenment?
What spiritual journey or enlightenment? Like, what exactly are they giving you?
Well, the thing is, there's people who believe that, you got to have your certain cups filled, whatever they may be, whether it be your pleasure cup every once in a while. You're going to need your intellectual cup filled. You're going to need your this. But some people, they have a spiritual cup. Personally, I don't. But, like, some people are like, I need that little bit of a spiritual enlightenment. Like, is what I'm doing right and why? Well, you know what? If this, that, next thing, based on this thing, these kind of things that you believe in, it seems like you're doing okay. And maybe keep track. I don't get it. For me, it's hard to explain because I'm not a spiritual person. But for some people, they need that. They need that connectivity to something that they believe is bigger than themselves.
That's where I disagree. I don't know. Because I am a spiritual person. I'm not religious, but I am spiritual.
Sure.
Right? And I don't need that shit. I don't need that clarification or that acceptance from someone else.
What does that mean to you, though?
What? Spiritual?
Yeah,
being
so
spiritual?
say that.
Just, there's something more than I don't think it's just black when you die. Put it like that.
It's not just flesh and blood. There's
I don't know what it
more
is.
to it.
I don't have a certain belief. I have things that I think happen, that just kind of make logical sense to me. But I don't believe that it's just nothing. I think that there's something more.
Okay. So let's say someone who is...
That's spiritual to me.
Say someone who's not on... Who wants more than that, though? Where do they go?
Organized religion.
Well, and that's what I mean. So some people will go to church. Some people will go to whatever.
Right.
They may go to all the way to India to go find a guru of sorts to go, this is the path of which one can take to spiritual enlightenment.
Right.
Whatever spiritual enlightenment is from one person to the next. Again, not something I'm very versed in personally.
Okay.
I don't know, because it's all so colluded. The whole thing is colluded because a lot of the people who are looking for life coaches crave success. And then you have to deal with the definition of success in modern day society, and that's all colluded because it's based on money, and people think material things will buy happiness. And then once they get the material things, they usually realize, fuck, I'm still really, just hate myself because I didn't take it upon myself to correct problems internally.
And that could be the poison of life coaches. Oh, look at me, look how great I am. Come give me money and I can show you how to be great like me.
Yeah. So they're just that big fat loser guidance counselor.
Yeah, pretty much. Except they have a 6-pack and a yacht.
Way better Instagram.
But when you said, what the hell did you just say about going to these people? And then you realize once you have all these physical things, you go, this doesn't make me happy.
Right.
Jim Carrey said, he goes, I wish everybody could be famous for a day. To like top of the list famous,
right.
To realize how shitty it really is. Your life is over. You are now a celebrity. You're no, like Jim Carrey's no longer Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is Jim Carrey the celebrity. And look at the movies he was in and all the things he's portrayed. He's not Jim Carrey anymore.
Right.
To a degree.
No,
I'm sure.
I totally
understand that.
I get that.
But I also don't want to be famous.
Yeah.
I don't want any more people to know me than know me right now.
I know, but I
just want the money.
Just an example. Like you said, the definition of success from one person to the next is always going to be different.
It is.
It's money. It's the car. It's the Barbie doll girlfriend. It's the family and kids with a white picket fence.
Now, can I ask you guys a question? Do you guys believe in the term happiness, like true happiness?
I don't know what that means.
Exact. Okay. I'm on the same boat. That's why I said exactly.
Like happiness, or like what he's describing as.
No. Like when mainly people in their life search for happiness. They want to be happy. I'm just saying people struggle with that on a daily basis.
Yeah.
For years, probably their whole life.
Yeah.
Because they always think this thing's going to make them happy. And I think that's what not only life coaches, but most things in our daily, lives prey on. Is that constant want of happiness, right?
Big
so
time,
it's like new car, happiness, new house, happiness, degree, happiness. But none of that actually brings you fucking happiness. So does happiness actually exist? Or is it always eluding the human?
See, I think that I actually read something today on Stacy Burr. She's a power lifter. She put it up on her Instagram. And
Instagram life coach.
No, but she's not, man. She seems really fucking cool. And it said something to the effect of the only time a human being is ever happy is in pursuit of a substantial goal. I'm paraphrasing.
Right.
But what I thought of, and I know I always reference this, was just how fucking great it felt the first time I finished Tough Mudder, and I was just taxed to my absolute maximum,
Yeah.
And everything about me was everything, all of me was invested in that one thing. And I just went zen, I went no mind, it was fucking so awesome.
So you just cracked the fucking egg which I was going to open.
But
curtain.
Okay, well go ahead.
You said you were no mind, you were zen, you were in the zone.
Yeah,
would that be
rarely
considered peace of mind?
Well, yeah, it might, man.
Right?
It really might.
So is happiness
Bitch, I might.
Bitch, I might. Would then happiness be considered having peace of mind? That's why I'm asking if happiness actually exists, or is happiness just the journey to eventually have full peace of mind all the time?
I think it's an undefined abstract,
right.
Which is why I kind of don't care.
Okay, I can totally see that.
Because you might be happy when you're eating a pizza with some buddies.
Right.
You might be happy when you're having sex. Not with me. But you might be happy when you're reading a book, having a coffee, You might be happy when you're playing football.
Right.
Like, any of these things might make you happy for a moment. But to say that I am happy, like, in life, like, that's a crazy deep thing. And I don't really know what the fuck it means.
Yeah, there's
too many variables, and I think about all of them. So, like, what?
The first thing that came to my mind was happiness is a fleeting emotion. It comes in, it goes out. It comes in, it goes out.
Right.
It's something that we always want and we strive for, but it's almost something that we're not always thinking about either.
Well, see, it's weird because you say you could be happy eating pizza. You'd be happy doing a bunch of different things. But so it's safe to say, on average, someone's happy at least once a day, we'll say. right? Like I'm happy when I'm having my dart. Happy time, right? But then you ask people, what do you want, out of life? What do you want with somebody? What do you want? But I just want to be happy. So I find...
But there's no goal there. You
I
gotta
know.
define.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying, right?
But maybe the question wasn't asked specifically.
Well, no, it's like, what do you want out of this?
He's right. That's the point.
I want to be happy. It's like, okay, so now we have two definitions of happy, like instantly. So is that actually happiness when you're eating pizza, or is it just instant gratification?
Well, no,
right?
I think it's a kind of happiness, but to live in a consistently happy state more often than not, that takes a ton of work, and I think you have to be walking with purpose.
So okay, now we'll stop with the happiness. Sorry, I was just prying.
No, that's good.
My thing is, I think people aren't actually searching for happiness. They're using the term wrong.
Well,
I think you're right.
Because when this thing goes
right.
off,
yeah.
it shoots some dopamine into your brain,
yeah.
and then you feel happy for a half of a second.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you I think are using it. I think people are actually looking for peace, just peace of mind. They just want their thoughts and the regrets or past traumas or just anything that negatively affected their thinking to go away, and they can just zen out. I think that's what people actually chase.
So again, roast me if you will. The movie The Pursuit of Happiness.
Right.
He's not looking for that quick fix of happiness. He's trying to get his life together. He's trying to find peace.
Peace. Yeah. So I feel like happiness, at the end of the day, the long-term definition of happiness is internal peace with yourself. That's what I think it is.
Didn't
Be
Boston
happy
write a song
with
about
yourself.
this? Oh my god!
Be fucking happy with yourself. Mickey is the deepest fucking philosopher since Plato, bro.
I can't handle it.
Nuts. I just fucking blew your mind, didn't I?
22 episodes later.
I convinced him too, bro. I convinced him. But it's true. It is so fucking true. And it's crazy.
I will not accept that.
What?
See, I just life coached your ass, bitch.
Yeah, you did.
Free, right there, yo.
So how am I going to life coach you now?
Make him be happy
man. You
with
just
himself.
look like the chump.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. This is the thing. Now you got a week to think about this.
Yeah, while you're
Jot
having
some
fun on
ideas.
vacation.
Oh, he's not gonna be having fun. He's gonna be in the sun and be like, fucking fuck this sun. It's too yellow and hot. And
Look at all
the
these
snow.
Look at all these.
I'm fucking flying
Cuban
home.
and Mexican women in bikinis.
Oh, yeah,
How
he's gonna be
miserable.
Like, she's probably a thought. She's
my
probably a
God.
whore. I don't like her hair color. Where's my book?
Yep.
No, but seriously, 30-day challenge. When you get back, we'll announce it on the next tab.
Okay.
And yeah, you actually have to come up with a plan, but I actually have to follow the plan.
Okay.
For 30 days.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Sounds
That's
good.
exciting.
You're gonna coach my ass at life, bitch.
Fresh Montana life coach. What
Rick
up, baby?
Montana. That ain't Kanye.
Okay, fellas. Any closing words?
Don't get a life coach. Get some fucking good, real friends who are real fucking people. Invest your time wisely. Don't do cocaine.
Whoa. Let's easy now.
Don't do it
Don't
recklessly.
do fucking cocaine or any. Just don't do that. And be happy with yourself.
Motherfucker.
I love you, Mickey.
From the research I've done for this episode, do your homework. Really understand what you're getting yourself into. These things look tantalizing, but you really got to understand what is in the best interest for you. What they tell you is in your best interest. They don't know who the fuck you are. They never met you, and they're going to tell you almost what you want to hear,
and
because you're giving them money.
And you don't know who the fuck
And
they
you don't
are.
know who they are. Like, who are they to tell you what your life is like and what it should be?
Right.
You need to figure out yourself what your life is to be and work towards that with small, attainable goals. And maybe start with being happy with yourself.
These fucking quotes, man. Oh, man, we should just start charging people $150.
Yeah, no shit.
Dude, our podcasts are longer than her fucking lessons. Hey, what was her name? Kelly? Go fuck yourself.
I don't remember.
With your fucking positivity CDs and bullshit you're fucking stamping your face on. Oh, buy this just so you could be like me.
And then saying, don't know if it's right for you? Talk to one of our expert therapists first.
Anyway.
So,
what about you, man? Closing words?
Oh, man. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. And if it doesn't sound too good to be true, it still is. because nothing worth having is easy.
I like that.
That's it. That's all I got. You know what I'm saying? So, to close, I will be opening my life coaching business. Yeah! For a modest fee of only $110 an hour.
Hey y'all, thanks for attending the shit show. We appreciate your time, your attention, and of course your guacamole recipes. We are active on Instagram, and you can also find us on Facebook and Twitter. Everything at Fresh Slick and Mick, all one word. That's Fresh Slick AND Mick. To listen to more explicit douchebaggery and brodification of your favorite high intellectual pursuits, we are on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, and Google Play under Fresh Slick and Mick. Respect the Oxford comma. And for all inquiries, suggestions, features, and hate mail, we're at freshslickandmick@gmail.com. We have been and will continue to be Mitchy Slick, Pope Mickey the First, and I am Jay Fresh. This is Fresh Slick and Mick. Peace out, y'all.